Welcome everyone, it's the beginning of the tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship. And in this video, I am going to summarize the highlights of this WWE Raw on May 8th, so let's start. It's Cody Rhodes who welcomes the crowd in Jacksonville. He talks about Backlash and his victory against Brock Lesnar. And now that he has beaten Lesnar, he hopes to move on to the next challenge, the World Heavyweight title. And he officially announces that the tournament will begin right now. Seth Rollins comes out, and they stare down. Then Seth faced Shinsuke Nakamura and Damian Priest for the first triple threat match. It's a good match. All three men have their moments. In the end, Nakamura had Priest in a knee bar. Rollins broke it up with a frog splash and hit a pedigree on Nakamura for the victory. As almost everyone thought, Seth Rollins is the favorite of this tournament. And he confirms it by advancing to the semifinals. Next we have a quick match between Mustafa Ali and Otis. At the end of the match, Gable and Dupri argue over how Otis should finish the match, giving Ali time to avoid Otis' charge into the corner. Ali follows up with his 450 splash for the victory. Time for the second triple threat match, Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor versus The Miz. While in the first match, the three opponents were more or less at the same level, in this one, Cody Rhodes seemed to dominate the match. In the end, Cody gives Miz 3 crossroads in a row. He goes for the pin, but Brock Lesnar arrives and hits Cody with an F5 on the ground and another one on the announce table. Balor takes advantage and hits his coup de grace on Miz for the count of 3. After that, Lesnar takes the microphone and asks Cody what he wants to talk about. Lesnar says he wants to talk about himself, only about himself, and he wants to talk about a match. He wants a match with Cody at Night of Champions. Lesnar then leaves while the officials arrive to take care of Cody. Next, we have a quick match between Rhea Ripley and Dana Brooke. At the end of the match, Ripley blocks a charge from Brooke and hits her with a riptide. Ripley follows up with the Eradicator submission to make Dana Brooke tap out. After the match, Ripley celebrates her victory, but then decides to hit Brooke with another riptide and apply the Eradicator submission again. Natalya's music begins to play, and she comes to the ring to confront Ripley. Ripley then decides to leave the ring. Earlier in the evening, we had a segment between the tag team champions, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and Imperium, which led to the following match. A good match between these two teams, and at the end of the match, Kaiser jumps from the corner, but Owens blocks him with a stunner. Vinci surprises Owens with a roll-up, but he resists and hits him with a superkick. Zayn takes the tag behind his back. Owens charges Vinci into the corner, and Zayn completes it with his hell of a kick for the victory. We then have the debut of Zoey Stark on Raw in a match versus Nikki Cross. Another quick match where Stark won with a superkick and the Z360 after blocking a tornado DDT from Nikki Cross. Then Trish Stratus came to the ring after she put up missing posters of Lynch backstage earlier in the show. Stratus noted that Lynch was missing, but she believed the fan favorite would be found. When she was, Stratus stated that the WWE Universe would thank her. Stratus described how she bet Lynch would be found somewhere in Iowa with her daughter, who didn't even know her colors yet. Lynch's music hit, and the crowd popped like the man was about to enter the arena. Instead, it was a fake-out that Stratus had planned, as she laughed at the fans for falling for it. Shortly thereafter, Lynch's music hit again, and the former Raw Women's Champion snuck into the ring behind Stratus. Becky Lynch attacked the legend, and she made it clear that she was back, and she wanted revenge. In this show we also got a match between Xavier Woods and Dominik Mysterio. A back-and-forth match. In the end, Xavier Woods tries the limit breaker, but Ripley pulls Dom out of the way. Dominik then rolls up Woods for the win. In backstage, Cody Rhodes was interviewed by Kathy Kelly, and the American Nightmare said that, despite his better judgment, he was accepting Lesnar's challenge for a fight at Night of Champions. Next is the main event, World Heavyweight Championship Tournament semifinal match, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Both men trade holds, and at some points Balor takes the action to the outside and sends Seth Rollins into the barricade with a powerbomb, calling back to Finn Balor's injury at WWE SummerSlam 2016. At the end, Seth Rollins avoids the coup de grace and hits the pedigree but only has one arm to do it with, so Finn Balor kicks out. Balor avoids a curb stomp once but gets hit with an inverted curb stomp and a regular one for the victory. The show ends with a celebration by Rollins in front of the world title. This episode of Monday Night Raw was really good. What did you think? And who do you think from SmackDown will face Seth Rollins at Night of Champions? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.